What up? What up? What up? It has been a minute since I did like a live that was like tarot or just a video, period. So y'all see the title of the video. Like I've been doing a lot of studying, self-reflection, pondering, and I've come to a lot of different conclusions about the ego, about myself, manifestation. I've been, doing a lot of manifestation work, and I'm gonna start talking a lot more about that. I do have like a separate manifestation channel. Sorry, my phone was my printer. Hold on. I do have the Alchemy of Life lectures channel where actually I have the Alchemy of Life's lecture channel where we actively talk about manifesting. So let's get into it. Hold on. So, or let me see. Okay, should be good. So we're talking about the Matrix, the Great Escape, what everybody's talking about. You gotta leave the hack the Matrix is one thing. Leave the Matrix, that's a whole, a whole nother thing. I guess people tend to think it's the same. It's kind of like people think it's the same road, you know. But my opinion on that will come further. So, like, what is the Matrix? The M-A, tricks for kids, right? Like, remember that cereal, Tricks are for kids. So just think about it, bro. Mother. So the Matrix is a womb. It is the mother. You could even say mother and child. Children inside of a womb, their mother, growing and ever expanding. You feel me? So often we confuse the Matrix with this, Yaldabaoth like contraption, which he only looked up like that. They only looked up and saw what was already created. And what I've learned, I can't remember which video. Was this a Bro Yosef? Not a Bro Yosef video. Damn, I really kind of want to give the credit on this little tidbit. But I already knew the whole, aspect of, we only look up. So if you, and then it all comes down to the physical. Yardbroth's pretty much fucked up when he seen like what the physical was like. Even that motherfucker was like, oh no, motherfucker, metaphorically speaking. But then once the motherfucker obviously got acclimated with where he was, what he was trying to push out and create, because he was trying to leave the Matrix. What did he find out? What did this particular entity find out that very few people know? You see what I'm saying? Because even if, say, you're inside of the child, Yaldabaoth, Sophia's son, he is inside of his mother, which she is the sleeping dragon, the unconscious mind. Okay? You have the subconscious mind, then you have the conscious mind, and then you have the unconscious mind. I look at the subconscious mind as the children, the son and the daughter. I look at the unconscious mind as mother, because it's just pure energy, pure consciousness, pure everything. So when you fade to the black, when we talk about the nothingness, the void, that is the unconscious mind. It is the energy that propels forth symbols. Out from the unconscious mind come these symbols, and the conscious mind, is going to accept or reject that symbol. You feel me? It's going to accept or reject those seeds to be planted inside of it, the Garden of Eden, the subconscious mind. Anything that is a sub or a sublet comes from something. You feel me? Obviously. So just think about it like that. So you have the Matrix, this womb, right? Everything is supposedly this, hologram. Our minds are not even here with us in our body. You feel me? So it's just we're inside, we're wrapped inside of something, and how it's an unfoldment on an unfoldment because you're wrapped in things. Okay? So let's see. We have this body, our soul. It's inside of this body. It's wrapped inside of this body. So what is our body wrapped inside? Well, what wraps our body? Our fucking aura. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's our fucking aura. And on and on and on and on and on. So that's the toroidal field. That's the donut. That's the torus field. That's the, the masculine womb, dare I say. The mind. And you have the feminine womb, obviously. So, on one take, you could say, oh, breaking the matrix, leaving the womb. But that would be like akin to, the child being ripped out of the womb, which is the same correlation to the story as going their own way. Like, not in a way of like, okay, I've learned, I've done this, I've done that, blah, 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 blah. Like going on, it's like you graduated, you know what I'm saying, you're leaving your parents' house, like, okay, I got everything, blah, blah, blah. This is, there's that energy, and then there's the actual energy of how people perceive leaving the matrix, which is like, I'll get the fuck out of here as soon as I turn 18, bitch. Fuck your rules, type of shit. So let's really address the fact that people who say that you can only really go your own way, really, you can never leave the matrix because you're inside of your mother. That's why. You can never leave the matrix because you're inside your mother. Think about that. So what does that mean? The mother is, water, the element of water, the universe, the all-pervading, element. The magnetism, the void, and the void sucks everything in like a pussy. The vesica, the Issachar, Jessica, whatever, Hebrew shit. Vesica Pisces is a very powerful symbol to fuck with. We're gonna start talking about that. I've been fucking with that a lot lately. A lot, just for personal growth and, other things I found interesting. How you can use it with manifesting. It's like very powerful. I'm having really, 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 really good experiences with it. So basically, now that you can't leave the matrix because you're in the all-pervading thing. Because what happens is the illusion is when you leave the matrix, you step outside of Yaldabaoth and you still inside of another being. You didn't go anywhere fancy, except actually you did. You actually went to what you call the real world. The real world. The land of the dragon is the real world, the mother. So actually what you want to do is leave the realm of her son and step back into her, because that's as far as leaving anything as you're going to get. You feel me? So how do we do these things? Basically, you have to open up the doorway, the portal, getting into the feminine energy. You have to understand what the mother is all about, what the father is all about, what the son, the daughter, all of that. Understand the elements. So understand what the mother is: water, currency. So for a lot of people, leaving the matrix is going to have to do something with money in some form of way. Whether it's getting enough money to leave the matrix job to go start your own business, and do what you love. Now you're in the land of the mother, and you can keep doing that all over your life. Let's see where the current is. Okay, so you're following the feminine energy in your life and doing the same thing with the masculine, because there's an aspect of that in everything, an aspect of the feminine in everything, obviously, because it is everything. So, we form these modalities. You seek to understand where you are, and you carve a path that works best for you, and you do so by modalities and methods. So other things you can do, obviously connect more to your divine feminine. Your divine feminine is going to deal in, I would say, in the aspect of the mother, or the all-pervading essence. We can get into the other aspects of the divine feminine, and but just getting intact with that, because it's the all-pervading energy. You know what I'm saying? Getting closer to that aspect of self. As you nurture self, you love self through that path, then when you grow, you expand, you have another level of awakening. You won't be so prone to leave, but really what you're supposed to do, what leaving would be equivalating is carving your own space, getting your own place, having your own line. Like I said, it's like stepping out your parents' house and moving. Like I'll be moving sometime here to the West Coast, probably Washington soon. I'm just throwing that out there. Carving my own space, my own lane, but doing so, I see how I'm doing so quietly and meticulously in the background. You feel me? So there's many ways to do it. Once you see it on a mundane level, because that's how you're supposed to start. You're supposed to get the spirit, use the spiritual shit, and help yourself on a mundane level. That's why it's going to have to do something with money. But money is currency, is water. Money is a woman, so it all makes sense. So money in its many forms. So money in its most physical form, the mundane, and then the next level up. And then when you are true abundance of that, and love, and joy, and these things, you know what I'm saying? You would have left that Yaldabaoth matrix, which is just projection, 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 projection. Not a bad thing. It's not bad or a good thing. It's just, things need to be transmuted. So you carve your own space where there is infinite space. You see? Golden ratio, Phi, Vesica Pisces, all of that. You carve your own space. So how you carve your own space, through manifestation, through looking at what it is that you desire and take your desires up the ladder, so that your desire becomes something more. It becomes actualized and experienced, no longer a desire. So that's the whole don't have desires, or don't have many desires. It's to take the things that you actually desire up the ladder so that you can experience them as they come back down. Whatever is to be experienced and to be felt. A lot of people don't get that. They don't really feel it, feel into it. Do a meditation and with the intention to feel yourself, feel this, this particular person, place, or thing, what have you, and just fill yourself up with that feeling. So how do you want that person, place, or thing to make you feel? How would you feel, as you experience it, and as it's in your reality? What would you do? You fill yourself up with that feeling. Do it 3-4 times a day at least, and watch how quick that shit comes. Watch how quick the ideas come, like, oh, do this, do this, do that, do that. You can like, okay, I'm gonna go left today, and then it just works. And then it has to do something, there's a synchronicity there. There's a move to be made, and you're like, good thing I did that. That helps speed things up, that, whatever. It's like that. So the overall thing here is, you're not going no motherfucking where. When in terms of leaving the actual true organic matrix. So that's why you might as well just carve your own space, your own lane. You feel me? You carve your own lane. It's like your own world. And you carve your own space. That's your own. It literally is your own world. Our thoughts create these worlds inside of us. So think of each cell, each individual cell, as one world. Now they say you have trillions. Some say you have 72 trillion. I, tend to, go that route for a certain reason. That number 72, man, always showing up. 72 genies of the pineal gland. 72 this. Once you see that number, it's very ritualistic kind of understanding, but we have trillions of cells. So if each individual cell is its own world, you have trillions of worlds inside of you. And inside of that world are other worlds. So it's more than trillion. That's how you can tell it's infinite. It is, and that's why they mean is it's infinite because there's so much it cannot be calculated. Meaning it cannot be stuck inside of time. It cannot be, put inside the circles of time. Yet at the same time, it can when we manifest and bring it down into the physical. Otherwise, it's just sitting in the nothingness until we start to create these things and it starts to drip down. That Bindu seed chakra right here, everything, it's like everything from here all the way till you get to the start of the Bindu is like this huge brain. It's like this huge stream. It's like going quick, and then it gets to the Bindu, consolidates itself, and it just drips down. So that's what they mean by drip. So if you study like Kabbalah even lightly and the emanations, you see that everything comes down. It drips down through the many angles of light. You have many aspects. You can go straight up and down. You can go, it's dripping everywhere, sopping wet. So that's something for you guys to look up. But that's how this shit works. That's why they say we look up, because the very first spear is complete unity of the all-pervading. And then you have the mother on one side and the father on the other side as things start to come down into Mount Kuf. And as you see, back when it gets down to Mount Kuf, it has the potential to become one again. If you look at the above and below, it's the same type of setup. As those two last pillars here and here go down in Mount Kuf, representing the merging of those energies from whence they came. At least in my perspective, I want to do more research on, Kabbalah. I got the Mystical Kabbalah book by Dion Fortune. Getting through that, but it's really that's how I see things. Coming I look up into the void, into the nothingness, basically going into like meditation, and then you're gonna pull something down out of that. By focusing on what you desire. What is it that I want? Blah, 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 blah. What am I creating? So this is just a quick little 15, 20-minute video, guys, on, leaving the matrix. It's one of those things, one of those topics we don't really talk about like that in this type of, backhanded, let's flip it. Where the fuck are you really? Because it's just like, have you ever noticed once someone gets out of the mundane and they get into the spiritual, they think, yes, I've made it. I'm spiritual. I'm out of the mundane. There's another trap. Then there's another trap. Then there's another trap. A TRAP is a PRAT, a part or an aspect or an element. So a trap is nothing more than an element of something used to keep someone stuck in a way or help propel someone to a better situation. It's a pentagram, a star. It's like that. It's like every level, it's like you think you made it out. It's like, the example I gave earlier. You think you made it out, so these are the levels of Yaldabaoth. And when you finally get to the last, I made it out, you made it in. And I'm going to leave it there. So, guys, I love you. This is Alchemy of Life. Back with another video, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. So just meet this new entity that is still Alchemy of Life, still me, but it's a lot of things that a lot of work I've done on myself. I'm going to continue to do, but, it's almost like every time you start to work on yourself or start to, change certain things, you become a new entity. A new part of yourself walks in. New entity walks in. It's a concept. So I got a lot of different things we're going to come on and talk about and get down into. So I love y'all. Wholeness, peace, whatever you say. I don't give a fuck. But do that. Be that. But you see. So, hey, I'm back. If you want more content like this, come to Patreon. Alchemy of Life on Patreon, guys. Support the shop, Alchemy of Life Co. We got everything you need there. Everything you need. Alchemy of Life Co. on Etsy. If you like the video, Cash App's pinned right there. Shameless plugs, shameless promo, and hey, I'm gonna keep dropping videos. I want to be more consistent with this particular channel and just getting deeper into things like these type of topics. I like to flip shit on its head because a lot of the times, like when you think about it, it's like everybody is so obsessed with leaving the Matrix like they were when they were like 15, leaving their parents' house because they thought if they left their parent, you think if you leave, you're gonna go be a grown folk. You know what I'm saying? Go be grown as hell. And now we're fucking 30 and shit. You're like, oh fuck. Now we're this age and you find out what adulting is really like. You know what I'm saying? It's normal shit, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes when we're not in a rush all the time, certain things we're going to be in a rush for because we've put so much work and energy into something. I understand that, but still staying patient and being persistent. But like when we're in a rush to do things, we might tend to make mistakes more often, maybe, than when we're being, I would say, on a slower frequency. Just kind of being like a turtle and just kind of just like tinkering with things and like, okay, I know what's going on here, but I love y'all. I'm gone. I'll be back. I'm saying maybe tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll come back. I'll pop on. I'm probably just gonna pop on my other channel. After we have life lectures, do a video over there, and do some reading, meditate. Get into my nightly routine, manifestation routine, shit, and gotta maybe I might stay up and do some work. Who knows? But hey.